Going live. Hello, everybody. So we're just waiting for a few people to join us. Isaac, if you can hear me, can you put your thumbs up? Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Cool. So, yeah, like I said, guys, we're just waiting for a few more people to join us, and then we'll get going. Hope you all had a good night's sleep and enjoyed sleeping in your tents and dens. I think I probably got in the region of about 3 hours sleep last night. But there we go. I think Amber was probably about the same. Yep, she's nodding to me. Yep. So, yeah. There we go. So we're here till 12. And after the closing ceremony, probably Amber and I will be dead. For a little while, at least. Until we recover. Okay. Good morning, Tom. Tom Bennett makes. Lots of other people in there. Jack, Ollie. Who's Claire Lever? I'm assuming that's somebody's mum. Oscar. Hi, Oscar. Excellent stuff. Sorry, I should have read up the stream a bit more, shouldn't I? Up the chat window. Morning from Finn. $10, Jack. No, we're live now, mate. Hence you're seeing. Sue and Ellie, good morning. Jesse, hello. It looks like we're going to have the neighbour's dog barking throughout, but hey ho. There we go. Right. So just in case there's people still on WhatsApp that haven't logged in, I'll repost the link. Let's try and get a few more leaders on, shall we? Because currently it's just me. Oh, and Isaac bouncing in and out. It's all good. Yes. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you on the fizzies already this morning, Ash?
Hmm?
Are you on the fizzies already this morning?
Yeah?
Oh, it's not even 10 o'clock. I don't know.
Oh, well, close enough. It means I don't have to make anything.
Well, this is true. This is true. hopefully we'll have Rich and possibly Skip with us as well. Oh, there's Rich. There he is. Hey, Rich. You all right? Yeah, good. Very good.
Have a good night's sleep.
I got some sleep.
I had a group of girls at 3:00 this morning.
Well,
in the
lucky
woods,
you.
in the woods at the back of the house, screaming and shouting.
Mind you, we were going. Our campfire was still going at home until after midnight, and there were still people sort of partying in their houses and stuff after their VE Day celebrations.
Yeah. So, what's the plan this morning then? I've slept since yesterday.
So we've got the morning wake up this morning, and then we're straight into some mini pioneering.
Cool. Oh, we've got a few in the chat already.
Yeah, we have.
What am I doing?
So once 10 o'clock rolls around, we'll start proper.
I just need to collect some bits up.
No worries. How was your shelter, Ash?
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah. I slept alright as well, apart from the motorbikes going back and forth at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was great.
Good morning, Skip.
Morning, guys. How are you all doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. You all sleep all right?
Well, we slept. How was your hammock?
It was all right. Not the most comfy. It's a bit warm in the garage as well, but hey.
My hammock collapsed.
Yeah, we heard that. Did you put it back up?
No, the rope snapped, so it wasn't long enough to put back up.
Oh, so what did you do?
I just went inside because I couldn't do anything else.
Should have joined your sister on the trampoline.
Yeah,
She came in after I went in for some reason.
Right, I need to put some string out.
All right, we've got some fun in a minute just to try and wake everybody up. There was a few people requesting a couple of things yesterday, so I thought I would oblige this morning. We shall see who joins in.
It sounds ominous.
It's basically me in front of the camera, making myself look like an idiot, really.
Well, I do that every day. Don't worry about it. Right, sorry about this.
That's all right. Do you want me to mute you? Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Right. So, good morning, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed your sleep outs last night, or sleep ins, whichever. As long as it wasn't in your own bed, that's all good. Right. Oh, we've got another addition to the stream. Good morning, Ben.
Hello.
You all right?
Hi, Ben.
Yeah,
Good. Were you sleeping in or sleeping out last night?
I was sleeping out.
Sleeping out. Excellent stuff.
Brilliant.
Excellent stuff. Right. Okay.
Just having a look on the old YouTube chat.
Yep.
Looks like
Oh, someone had an air mattress with a hole in it.
yeah. Ollie slept for 10 seconds. Billy Kai says morning. Lots of bacon going on. Ollie's in the house. Yeah. Christopher's here.
Nice. Right. It's time for a bit of fun then, guys. Got to wake ourselves up this morning. I want to see everybody joining in. Got all the actions. So give me a second. Let me just sort it out. Let's see if I can get this to work. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Hopefully some people will start recognizing this already. Okay. Right. Guys, let me know, the other leaders, let me know if you can't hear what's going on, if you can't hear the music.
It's a lovely sunny day.
Yeah, we can hear it.
George, if we want to play outside, we must get ready. Wash, wash, wash your face. Wash it nice and clean. Scrubbly, bubbly, bubbly, scrubbly till you're nice and clean. Wash, wash, wash your face. Wash it nice and clean. Scrubbly, bubbly, bubbly, scrubbly till you're nice and clean. That's very good, George. Now we have to brush our teeth. Brush, brush, brush your teeth till they're sparkling white. Brush up and down and round until they're sparkling white. Brush, brush, brush your teeth till they're sparkling white. Brush up and down and round until they're sparkling white. We can't go out yet, George. Look, you're still wearing your pajamas. Oh. Choose some clothes to wear, a t-shirt or a vest. Trousers, jumpers, dresses, and mummy, look, I'm dressed. Choose some clothes to wear, a t-shirt or a vest. Trousers, jumpers, dresses, skirts, and mummy, look, I'm dressed. Very good, George, but we still can't go outside. Because there's one more thing to remember. If you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots. Boots are what you need when you go out to play. Right and left and not the other way. Boots are what you need when you go out to play. Right and left and not the other way. You've done it, George! We're ready! So, let's go and play!
Did you all enjoy that?
It was an experience.
Yeah, I told you I'd make myself look like an idiot.
People on the WhatsApp saying you should be a children's presenter, Mark.
Oh, dear me.
Well done.
Right. That's got my blood pumping anyway. Right, I'm going to change so that you guys, unfortunately, can see me. There we go. Oh, right. So, who read the kit list? Leaders, who read the kit list?
Yep.
You did. Okay. Only Ashley told me she did. Because
I did as well, yeah.
On the kit list, there was a hidden message, hidden between the lines of all the kit you needed, which, if you read the kit list, hopefully you noticed. And only 6, including Ashley, followed the link and found the page that says, "Congratulations, you read the kit list." that page took you to a little quiz with some questions in it. And I asked 5 questions. So I'm going to run through the questions first. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to quickly announce who won, because there is a prize at stake for this. So question number 1 was, who was the first scout to achieve the King's Scout Award, now the Queen's Scout Award? Leaders?
Was that what's his name? Wallace? No.
Ashley, unmute yourself.
Victor Watkins.
There we go, Victor Watkins.
It's because I've got this bird chirping in my background, which is really annoying me.
That's all right. Okay, so second question was, where did he live?
On the Broadway.
There, where did you say? Where? Sorry.
On the Broadway, that corner.
On the Broadway.
90210.
90210. Did you say?
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, not quite.
So there were several answers I could have accepted for that one. So the first one, which is currently 29029, the restaurant, or Bollywood, as it used to be called. Another answer I would have accepted was the corner of York Road and the Broadway, or the actual address was 205 Lower Blandford Road. Question 3. How many satellite dishes are on the side of that building?
4.
Correct, Ashley. There are 4. And if you looked on Google Street Map or Street View, you would have seen all those 4 satellite dishes. So question 4 was, which way do satellite dishes point in the UK? Anyone?
Southeast.
I know it's that
Southeast.
way. That's where mine's pointing.
Okay, so yeah, southeast is the answer. I would have accepted southeast or SE. And then the final and fifth and final question even, was, what other famous scouting location is about 850 kilometers in that general direction?
Candlestick?
Candlestick, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I would have accepted Candlestick or Candlestick International Scout Centre, or KISC, which is the acronym for that. There were a few partial answers to some of these questions. So, for instance, the last one, some people just said Switzerland, and I gave them half points for that. So you got 1 point for that instead of the 2 points per question. A few people said Broadstone, to where did he live, but that's not quite enough. So I just gave you 1 point for that question. So the scores for the 6 people that entered are as follows. With 3 out of 10, we have Ollie. Now I am aware of we've got a few different people with the same names, but those who entered will obviously know who they are. So yeah, 3 out of 10 we have Ollie. With 4 out of 10 we have Alan. With 5 out of 10 we have Joel. And with 7 out of 10 we have Jack. With 9 out of 10 we have our very own Ashley, our young leader Ashley. And the winner with
Google.
Top score.
The winner is Google.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, Google, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so 10 out of 10, top scores goes to Oscar. Well done, Oscar.
Hey, well done.
Okay, now I said there was a prize for that. And the prize is, and I will bring up a picture.
Wow.
I should have shared that before, but I didn't. Is that t-shirt in either navy or pink. So yeah, well done, Oscar. You've just won yourself a T-shirt, a Camp at Home T-shirt. So
Awesome,
well done.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody else, except those 6, read the kit list. Okay. Cool. Right. So yeah, well done again, Oscar. And well done everybody that read it and figured out what they needed to do. Good stuff. Right. So now that we've done that, Rich, I think it's your turn, is it not? What I will have to do is go ahead and get some bits and pieces because I've forgotten to put all my bits and pieces together. So should we give people a few minutes to get all their stuff together? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one who hasn't got all their bits and pieces together. Because we think, actually, we said 10:30, didn't we? We said 10:30 for Campcraft. So do you want to explain a little bit about what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, I just need to share some bits on screen.
Okay.
Actually, I sent them to you. But you're going to be making your own, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Are you going to share it on yours?
Or
what do you want me to do?
Well, it's all right. I needed the video that I sent you yesterday shared.
Did you send me a video yesterday?
I did, yeah.
How did you send it to me?
Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Well, I've just seen some pictures you've sent to me.
Yeah.
Was that what you wanted?
The video, a bit further up.
All right, yeah. Oh, of course.
Right, so did you send this out with a kit list, or did you put it in an email for people to...
I put a kit list out with all the bits and pieces they needed. So 9 poles or sticks, lots of string, paper, and the ability to, sort of colouring pens.
So there's only one knot in this whole build that you haven't seen me do yet on screen. You've seen the box lashing, you've seen the clove hitch, so there's no excuses. You all sent in pictures to us, so we know you can do it. The only one lashing that you've not been taught, I'm going to teach you today.
Awesome stuff.
Well, you may have been taught, but not by me.
Not by us, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Let me just get your video up then. Okay. Would you like me to run it for you now, Rich?
Yeah. So this is a mini camp flagpole.
Okay. Let's
Although mine's not mini, it's about 12 foot tall, but still.
Okay, right. Let's play this then.
Right. So here we are. So there's the frame. We've done it out of bamboo, and we've put some of these in that I've made to keep it tight. And there you go. You can actually raise it and lower it. What do you think, guys? Have a go yourself. Really easy. Right, so here we are.
Okay.
So there's
Playing
the
again
frame.
now.
We've done it out of bamboo.
I'll let it play again.
I've put some of these in that I've made to keep it tight. And there you go. You can actually raise and lower it. What do you think, guys?
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Excellent stuff.
See, I've made my own tensioning strings. Oh, why have I got
Yes.
echo? I'm echoing.
So yeah, so you've used tensioning strings instead of poles on that bit, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, you can use poles, but I decided to make the tension strings because it's bamboo. And I've got a right echo mark. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. Well, let's get everybody to get their bits and pieces together.
Okay.
We'll leave that on the screen, and then we can officially start at past. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic stuff. Cool. Right. So let's get our bits and pieces together, guys. I'll.
In fact, if you take that green mark, I'll put the others on.
Ah, okay.
There you go. You have to share put my screen on.
Yeah, so I'll take everybody else off, guys.
Okay. Right, for those of you that have got your materials ready, these are some better shots. I've moved all the bark chippings now. So it's very simple. You did your box lashings with us a few weeks back. So you're going to start with 4 lashings to make a square. And then when you've done it, make sure your square is equal as well, because if it's not equal, then your flagpole is going to lean to one side. As you can see in the picture, they're almost equal.
Rich, can't actually see anything shared, mate.
Sorry?
I can't actually see anything being shared.
Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, you have to select it on the screen. See where you can see your face in the backstage.
Yeah.
See it? You have to click on that.
My apologies.
Okay.
There we go.
And then you have to right. How's that? Is that better? Okay, let's just run through this real quick again. So this is the base. So like I said a minute ago, make sure each of these pieces coming down to make your square are the same length. Otherwise it's going to be tilted. On here is just a square lashing or a box lashing. Just lashing them together. This is really easy. This is nothing that you haven't done yet, as far as your knot work. Once you've made your square, I'll tell you what, let's just wait until past. I'm going to leave that on the screen so you can get a head start. So here we are. So there's the frame. We've done it out of bamboo and put some of these in the made to keep it tight. And there you go. You can actually raise it and lower it. What do you think, guys? Have a go yourself. Really easy.
Okay. Got my bits and pieces ready.
Cool. I think everyone should have them by now, shouldn't they?
They should have. Yeah, although we have got 4 minutes left when we said, but
That's fine. Yeah. All I'm going to do is talk people through this.
Yeah.
What I should have done was not make it so big and
That's all right.
and done it in here. But it's easy. It is really easy to go through.
Okay, that's cool. And it means that people will be able to raise the flag and lower the flag themselves on our virtual troop nights.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm hoping Amber's going to join in on this one as well.
I'm hot.
She says she's very hot. Well, you're pretty good at lashings, aren't you? Not at all that sort of stuff, so you'll be fine at this.
Oh, I feel like getting some shorts on, but I really can't bother.
Come and sit on the floor. It's nice and cool on the floor.
Oh.
See, I put this bit of a slab on it because of my driveway is on a slope.
Oh, of course.
I had to keep the flag upright and straight, so I had to lean it backwards.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Right. Sticking to it.
Just remember, you can be heard. You can't be seen, but you can be heard.
I know.
Right, we'll use those ones for the base, I think, because those are all equal lengths.
Where's those sticking there?
I don't know. Oh, well, that's the marshmallow stick, I think, isn't it?
Why is it in my useless?
Because I chucked it in there a minute ago to get it out of the way.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
Sexy. What?
Oh, even in that picture, they've used strings, haven't they, instead of
Yeah.
poles for the tension. So that's fine. Okay. For some reason, I had in my head that it was poles instead.
Yeah. This is the only bit that people may struggle with because, well, to be honest, I mean, you could put a bow line there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's only between 12 inches and 18 inches high, so it's not going anywhere, is it?
Yeah, it's not going to fall over. No. It all depends on how good their lashing is at the bottom here. I mean, even if you put one pole from one corner to there, then it will hold. Just to give it some support.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a cup of tea.
Oh, nice. Who got you that?
Shannon.
Oh, nice one, Shannon.
Thank
you. See
you.
that?
Yes.
That's what we're making.
That's why I said sexy.
Ah, okay. That's right. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Just stared at me.
Oh, look. Some of our sticks are not long enough to go across the middle.
It's too short.
So what we need to do then is reduce it in a bit. Like that. It works.
It's not obvious.
Yes, it is.
So, Mark, did you want to put, if I leave this on screen, did you want to put yours on as well? Oh, hang on.
Mine is on the side.
Okay, so.
Should I split the screen then between the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you take my original one off and then put the other one on.
Like that.
Right, and now what I'll do is...
You share the image.
Can
you do that? Or do you want to share it on the other one?
Yeah, it's all right. We need the main picture on as well as mine.
Yeah.
My
shit. Well, you can talk over it, can't you?
Yeah. But then I do have to swap over to the other camera. So
we can put all three on.
Yeah. There we go.
Should we leave it like that?
Yep, fine. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right, it's gone past.
Right, so guys, there's no excuse if you don't have the stuff. You could use twigs. You could use string. I mean, the whole reason for me getting this piece of string that's over there is because you're more likely to have that kind of string or something like that. Okay, so we've got a few people following.
Fab. Right.
So what Mark's going to do, he's going to start off by doing his clove hitch and lashing all four of those sticks equally together so they create a nice
hitch, first of all.
square.
I forgot to do the clove hitch.
Oh dear. So 2 loops, yeah? In that way?
Yeah, whenever I tried to do it, it just flops.
And then that way.
So there's no excuse here because I know for a fact that Amber is pretty good at lashing.
She is.
So
What did he say?
He said, you're good at lashing.
Yeah.
Right, so there's your clove hitch to start with.
Alright, thanks, Dad.
All right, cool. Off we go then. I'll cut you some more lashings.
So, guys, just remember, you don't need this to go. Only lash it 3 times around and then wrap it. You don't need any more than 3 wraps.
Don't get that one.
So go down.
Oh yeah.
Around.
Oh, sorry.
And then under there. Yeah.
Right.
and then keep going. Okay. Excellent stuff. Make sure you keep it nice and tight. So there's a bit of something sticking out there, so go that side of it. There we go.
Okay, just for the benefit of people that may not have watched it.
Everyone can see me do this, can't I?
Only your hands.
So there's your clove hitch.
Okay, so you only need to do it about 3 times. Then you need to do your frapping. That's it.
See how it's crossed over?
Some chubby hands.
One in, one out, and
No, I haven't now.
off. Remember to leave yourself a nice long tail. If you leave a short tail, you can always just rotate your clove hitch round. Keep pulling the little one until you're happy with the length of it. See? Let's put a...
Looking good. Next one.
I'm going to put a little drop so I know I'm in screen.
Right, so loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's on top of
So
that one.
can you hear me? Okay, guys.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, when you're doing your
like
box lashing, you need to follow the way that you come out of your clove hitch.
Sorry.
Otherwise,
there
it
you
will
go.
undo itself. So you're going to start off by going under. You're going to go over again. Under. Over. Under. Over. Under. So see how I've done 3? I can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start frapping it.
So down and underneath.
And frapping it is going to tighten
I did.
those 3 lashings together. So keep it nice and tight round the inside. You only really need to do this a couple of times. And then what I like to do is tie off on the top with a reef knot. Easy as that. Right, where's my scissors? See what the frapping does? It keeps it nice and tight. Otherwise, it can slide down. You should end up with something like that. So what happens if you don't frap it? It will loosen, and that will happen. So it can twist, and then eventually slide off. So put your hands up if you are actually doing this, guys. Is there anyone out there that's actually doing this? Remember, we're going to want photos as well.
Amber's doing it.
Yeah, see Amber's doing it. There's just a lot of mucking about in the chat, I think.
Oh dear. Oh, the Curtises are doing it by the looks of it.
Cool.
Jack Westwood is.
Cool.
Yeah, the Scroggies are. That's good. Well done, guys. Old Harper, I might be on later than 12. Okay.
I think
Well,
they're talking about.
On gaming stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So Claire Leather's doing it.
Oh,
I'm not sure whose names. Who.
Yeah. The Sherwood's doing it. Yeah. Okay. There's quite a few people doing it, which is really good. Good. Ben's doing it. I'm not sure if Ashley's doing it. Oh, she is doing it. Right. Okay. Excellent stuff. Yeah. One over and then one under.
Have you noticed the watermark in the corner of the screen, Mark? It's a subscribe button as well.
What am I? Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at StreamYard.
Okay. I added it last night.
Ah, okay.
So
Cool.
Click that and subscribe.
Awesome. Well done.
Which one?
What?
Which one do I close on top?
That's okay, Finn. Take your time. Teach mom and dad or you know, whoever you've got there to do a lashing and they can help you.
Yep. As some people have said, you can always go back to it if you need to.
Yeah.
All of the streams that we do are all saved on our YouTube channel, so you can always go back to today's stream and just watch what we did again, and it's not a problem at all. So, and also there are plenty of other videos out there. On YouTube and on various other sites that you can learn all these knots, and they will go over them again and again and again. And there's a really good one actually called Animated Knots, which I quite like, and they've got literally hundreds of knots on that website, and they've got animations about how you tie each one. And I thought that, you know, it's really, really good. We think we've used that actually on troop nights before. We've put it up and it worked quite well. Awesome. It's going to be tight. That's better. Fabulous.
So a little tip here. If you when you've done your box, so you've done your box, and you're going to come across this way with the X in the middle, like Mark's done. A little tip is find the center of the two pieces you're going to cross with, and just tie a knot, any type of knot, doesn't matter what it is, just to join those two. And what you can do then is you can twist it and it will stay in place while you do your lashings on each corner. It will also maintain that it's central as well. So it doesn't matter what knot you do, as long as it joins the two together. So what you're going to have is when you've lashed your 4 corners of this cross, you're going to then come in at the very, very end, and you're going to lash this together then. So don't worry about what knot you've put in there, because this is going to hold it together. There you go, there's Amber's signature knot.
Kind of a reef knot.
Oh, it's not tight.
Oh,
It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't
matter.
Type.
All it is keeping that bit in place so that this can wiggle around and move when it needs to when we're tying the knots. All right. So we'll start again.
How's everyone doing in the chat? Has anyone got any questions? Struggling? Let me know.
Jamie Ratcliffe's doing it. Well done, Jamie.
What is that?
I don't know.
Maggot.
Maybe. Birds will eat it. Come on in. Next one.
So what you're going to do now is you're going to lash that cross to each corner of your square.
Yep. Put it on there then.
Oh, there?
Yeah, because we're going to lash this to here, aren't we?
Yeah, so it should be going there.
It doesn't matter. It can go on either. As long as it goes on one of the poles, it's all good.
Can you have this?
I can.
Mug.
Everybody should be an expert at lashing after this.
Let's hope so.
What is it?
I can't wait to get back to Scouts to test everybody.
Oh, me neither. I'm going to put you on speaker because Amber obviously needs to hear what you're saying as well. So.
Can't hear anything.
Can you hear me, Amber?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll get to attaching the flag in order. We can't jump to that yet because people aren't ready for that. While you're doing that, Mark, I'm going to take a few more pictures of mine. Right, how's everybody doing?
Okay. So, Oliver, don't worry if you failed. It's fine. Just keep trying. That's what we do. We fall down, we pick ourselves up again. Bounce back ability, we call it at Scouts. But it's all good. Just keep trying if you can.
Okie dokie there. Mark,
Yes,
could you share my other screen for me, please?
we can indeed. There we go.
There we go. Right, so as you can see on the screen, this is a triple lashing. So what I've done is I've made a hinge lashing. This is one of the corners of your square, just as an example. So all three of these, this is the bottom one's your square, and this is the cross going across the top. So you would do this if you only had one piece of rope, because that's one lash in there, and then this would be a separate lash in there. So let's have a look. So there's a hinge lashing. Can you see the yellow? The yellow part is the hinge lashing that we're going to go through in a minute. You may also want to grab yourself a paper clip, because you're going to need some way of securing the string through the top of your pole. That's looking good, Amber.
Ours is a little bit skew whiff, but it's working, and that's what counts.
You could always stake it to the ground if you wanted to, you know, but you're not going up that high, so I don't think the wind's going to take it off. Looks nice and strong. Right, so the next step is we're going to want to start to build the pole. So we're going to have our pole in the middle. We're going to have our two strengthening bars either side of that. So obviously your two shorter poles are going to go either side. The long pole that your flag's going to go on needs to go in the center. So you're going to end up with something similar to this. So there's the flag pole, and these are the two support poles. Okay, so they are going to go either side of your X in the middle. Your X is going to be in here. Let's move a little bit in there. Yeah. So take your big square and move it out the way for a minute. You don't need that for a minute. Lay your poles on the ground. Okay. So Mark's got his. Let me just move my camera up a little bit. Okay. So Mark and Amber have got their pole in the middle, like so, that their flag's going to go on. And then they've got their supporting poles down here that they're going to attach to the X on their base. So this is a different type of lashing. You can use this lashing for hinges on gates if you want to make a gate, or you can use it for, I think we've used it on the trebuchets possibly in the past, Mark. Okay. So
I don't know whether you're seeing the screen, but I keep doing the thumbs up to the camera, but I don't think you're seeing that, are you?
No, I'm on the workbench. I have got the 42-inch over there, so I can see what I'm doing.
Excellent.
42 is connected to the laptop.
Okay.
So start with your clove hitch, fairly close to the bottom. as you normally would do. Now this is where the tricky bit comes. We're going to start weaving. So we're going to weave this end. Keep your working end over there because we don't need that for a little bit. It does help to put some underneath this as well, just so you can get your fingers underneath. Can you see that? I can get my fingers under there. Another piece of stick, some, I don't know. And what we're going to do is we're going to start weaving these three together. So again, see where we come out of our clove hitch? We want to go the same direction of the way we come out of our clove hitch. So we're going to come over the top, aren't we? Keeping it nice and tight, we're going to weave it under and over, under and over. This is where it gets a little bit fiddly. Okay, but if you keep the tension on, you'll be all right. So again, go over 3 times. Okay, so you should end up with something that looks very similar to that. So all we've gone is we've gone under, over, and we've weaved 3 times through. Okay, cool. Amber's doing it. Well done, Amber. Again, so we want to frap this now, but we don't want to go mad with this because all it's doing is it's literally keeping these poles together. So, very simple. We're going to just frap it like this. See how that's caught nice and tight now, that is. Okay. And then we finish off with our reef knot on top. If I can keep it. Now I like to keep things nice and tidy, so we're going to nip that off there. Okay. Now this particular I can see Mark's doing it. There you go. Yeah. So this particular box, not box lashing, but this lashing is ideal if you want to make a tripod over a campfire, or a tripod to hold some water up for washing up when you're on camp, or something like that, because watch what happens. Obviously, if this was up there, you'd end up with a little tripod, wouldn't you? You can also switch it right the way around and tighten it even further if you wanted to. But watch what happens if I let go now. It flips back round. Okay. So we've done one lashing. We do need to do another lashing there now. Okay, so we're going to start here now because we want this to be nice and tight and support our flag. So again, come up to the almost the end of your supporting poles and do the exact same lash in there. Now see how I've done my clove hitch? I've done it the opposite way around now. See my trailing end's going to come out here, but I'm pointing that way with my working end. So I've got to go that way, haven't I? Yeah. So you're going to find it very difficult to frap this one. You've already frapped that one, which is going to keep it nice and tight. So with this one, don't bother frapping it, because you're not going to be able to get your rope or your string through that join right there. Can you see? It's going to be very difficult for you to frap through there. So all we're going to do is we're going to tie off with a reef knot on the top. I'm going to come through one more time, and I'm going to tie my reef knot there. Okay, how's that look? So guys, if you didn't hear me the first time, when you come and do your second lashing at the top, you don't need to frap this one, because you'll find it very difficult to get your rope or your string through those holes. But there you go, perfect. Mark's got it there. So next step, Mark, can you share my screen, please? Okay. Right, so for those of you watching, next step is lashing this base together. Now, we want to make sure this is really nice and tight, because we don't want this pole moving in any way. This has got to be really tight. So I'll show you a example of that here somewhere. No, no, no. You can't really see it on my screen, so we'll go back to the. Can you see it on that one? You can just see it down there. Okay. So the way you're going to do this So again, you're going to end up with this. You've got your knot there that we tied earlier on, as you can see on Mark's screen. So what I suggest you do is put your clove hitch on the very bottom of one of these supporting poles. So put it right on the very bottom and then slot that over the top, as you can see. So the tricky bit here is you need to pinch the bottom in, keep it nice and tight. Your clove hitch is going to be there. So you want to pinch this in and keep it nice and weave it. And then with that same piece of string, start lashing all of these together. Now, there isn't a specific way of doing this, but the general way of lashing will work as long as you're wrapping over and going under and you're making a nice tight join in the bottom there. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what we're going to do difficult for me because I've just got these scraps of wood here. So I'm going to put it over and then I'm going to pinch it. See how I've pinched it like that? And then what I'll do is I'll start lashing like this. Okay, you see that? I've started lashing. I've run out of string, but you can get the general idea. So my lashing isn't even tight there, but it's still staying upright. How's everybody getting on in the chat? Yes, this is very slow, but people are learning, so there's no point in rushing it. Guys, come on. This isn't a. This is Scouts. This isn't your gaming time at the moment. So if you can keep your gaming messages to yourselves, please. And I'd also like to remind you that Isaac is a young leader, so he needs listening to, guys.
Also, guys, don't forget that this is publicly available after we've streamed it. So if you put any of your gamer tags on here and other people get a hold of them, then you've kind of got a bit of a security risk there. Yeah, it's against safeguarding, etc., etc. So please don't share anything that's personal to you. Okay, thank you.
See, this would be a great launch pad for rockets at 5th November. Okay, Mark's got his done. So, if you want to share my screen again, Mark, please. So we're going to be working on the very top here where your flag is. I'm assuming that you've printed flags out. I'm only assuming that. I mean, there's mine. So the only difference between mine and yours is mine's about 12 foot tall. As you can see, I've used a piece of wire to loop my rope through for my flag. Now, I would suggest you use a piece of a coat hanger, maybe. And there's different ways you could sellotape the coat hanger to the top of your post. You could glue it. You just got to fix it in some way that your string or your rope can go through a loop at the end. I'm going to leave that on screen now for a minute.
So is that for the very top then, Rich?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's the top of your pole.
That's the very top, so that the string or whatever is holding your flag up can move backwards and forwards,
That's
or
right.
up and down rather. Okay.
Yeah.
So we could use the paper clip that we got earlier.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You could poke it in, or you could sellotape it, or you could super glue it. Just be careful with your fingers if you super glue it, because you don't want to get stuck to your flagpole.
Well, if you've got a paper clip, you could probably tie it, couldn't you? Tie it to the top, sort of.
You could, yeah. Yeah, I reckon, yeah. Just careful not to poke yourselves with it.
Yes. Cool. Right. Let's do that. Yeah, for those that said it was a little bit slow, guys, it's meant to be slow because this is kind of like a craft that we would have done at a normal camp. So if you're doing it at a normal camp, you're doing it at the normal speed that you would be doing it on. So rather than us jumping ahead with anything that we could have made earlier, we'd prefer to make it all along with you.
Oh, I've unshared my screen. Sorry, Mark. You will need a second paperclip, I reckon, for this part. So the part that I've got on screen now is where you're going to tie your string off on the bottom of the flag. Everybody in this stream has done flag. I guarantee it. Oh, actually, unless you're invested. You're not invested, that is. So this bit is the bit on the wall that once you've pulled the flag up, then you tie it around to keep the flag up in its raised position. So you could, again, bend a paper clip, and this is going to be secured to the bottom of your flagpole. To be honest, you could even tie your piece of rope to the bottom of your the X bracing on the bottom if you wanted to. Right, has anybody got any problems with their pole staying upright? Because if you have, then you're going to need to brace it. As you can see on the picture, they've used rope on this one. I've used rope on mine, but you could just put one extra piece of your twig or your whatever you're using just to brace it up. Okay, so Amber looks like she's almost there. So I take it most people have printed out their flags, Mark. I'd imagine. Oh, okay, cool. So the last step now really is you need to take your piece of string and you need to create a loop. So one side of it's got to be tied to the top of the flag or sellotaped, whatever means you can, and the other to the bottom. Ignore this piece of bamboo here. Just imagine this is a piece of a flag that I've printed out. Because what you're going to do, see how you've got your, let's say this is your paper clip or your loop at the top. You're going to go through it. You're going to fix it on there. Then you're going to fix the other end on there. So as you pull this, the whole thing goes through this loop. Does that make sense, Mark?
It does, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So just make sure you got it through your hoop, for your paper clip or whatever. So I'm not sure who Sarah Sherwood is as a scout, but need to go and chat for family, to family. Oh, we're losing your camera, Mark.
It's held onto the desk with some gaffer tape. The gaffer tape's drying out in the warm weather.
Oh, right. Okay. There we go.
Okay. So we're just putting the I keep losing it as well. Where's it going, Amber?
Right there, Dad.
Yeah, right there, Dad. So we're just going to put this little thing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just to be able to tie our string off so that it keeps it in the same place.
You could sellotape that on if you wanted to, you know.
We'll do it properly. We'll use some string.
Okay. It was just a little bit fiddly for us, me, Thomas, and Jake when we were doing ours.
Right.
Because it wanted to rotate all the time.
Right. Ember? Oliver, can you hold that there for me? Further up, because otherwise I can't go around it. Yeah, it is a bit fiddly.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in there, and then that will stop it moving up and down.
Right. Let's have a little look at.
How's everybody else doing? Is everybody else managing to do this?
So Tom Lever, he's finished his. He sent a photo through. Well done, Tom.
Awesome.
He sent a couple actually. So there's Lewis. Lewis has done his as well. Well done, Lewis. Very cool. Alan sent the video as well.
Nice. Well, that's for the. That is, that goes up and down.
I'm not sure who Annette. Who's Annette?
I think that's Jamie's mum.
Okay, well done, Jamie. I can see that he's doing his lashings. Ali Wallace, Matty. That's Matty. Matty's doing his.
Fantastic.
Daniel. So far, he's got his base done.
Yeah, there's no race, guys. Just because it's, if you've done yours quicker than us or if you've done it slower than us, then it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we're getting lots and lots of photos.
Amazing.
Okay.
It's getting stuck down there.
Alan's having a go.
Okay. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Guys, when we finish this stream, you can always shall I get a word down? You can always go back and rewatch this, rewatch the end of it where we're doing this and skip it, rewind it and all sorts. So just so you can take your time with it. Oh, well done, Jack. Jack's finished his. Very good. Jack's used, I think it's, it looks like garden cane and...
We did it.
Oh, no, it's not. It's skewers. It's barbecue skewers.
Ah, cool.
Kebab skewers.
Nice. I was just about to use.
I need one. How come they work for you and not me? Everyone just work for you. Nothing works for me. These are working. You're doing it.
Okay.
They don't work for me. This is some sexy thing.
Zoran had to disappear for a bit.
Okay.
He'll be back later, soon. Well, try and be back before the end.
Problem. Right. Our camera keeps sliding. There we go.
Cool.
not too bad, is it, Amber?
Yeah.
Not too bad. It goes up and down.
There you go. Perfect.
Fabulous.
I think I'm going to leave mine up amongst my raised planters in the garden.
Okay.
It won't fit in the chicken coop, otherwise I'll put it in there. Chickens are all sunbathing actually at the moment.
Are they? Awesome. Right, I'm going to put this outside. Well done, Amber. Good job.
I've stolen your chair. You'll never get it.
No problem. Right. I'm going to turn that around. Good. Okay. Sounds like there's quite a lot of people doing well. So well done, everybody.
There's the normal people that send photos in. Anyone else that hasn't is either not doing it or they're talking about games.
Right. I think there are still one or two people watching and just getting ideas, I think. Maybe they haven't got the right bits and pieces with them.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, like we said, guys, you can always watch it back. And do it in your own time. But yeah, so the idea of this morning was so that we do it in real time instead of any sort of here's one we did earlier.
Use that.
So that we can all do it together. So there's the normal flag, and then if I turn that down, there's amber flag. Awesome.
The size difference.
Looks good. Well done. You know, it's warmer in here than it is.
There you go. No excuses when we go back to scouting in the hall. Everybody should be perfect at doing lashings because there's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 lashings on that little thing there.
Yeah.
2 different types, and there's 11 clove hitches as well.
Fantastic. Awesome stuff. So yeah, all 3 troops. Not got any excuses. Fabulous. Right. Okay. We're just coming up 11:45, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we need to just prepare for our closing ceremony, and then
Everyone can do their own flag down as well.
that's a very good point. Yes.
And I'll run out to the front garden and do mine.
Cool. Yeah, there is a bit of a size difference, Ollie. But it's all good. All good. The idea of making these is so that you guys can do them, or use them rather, when you're sat inside doing our normal virtual troop nights.
Can I go get my necklace?
Oh, there's Amber just gone past the camera. Cool. Right. Oh, Ashley's doing some bits. Let's add Ashley into the stream, shall we? There we go. Hello, Ash.
Ah, there's Ash.
It's looking good.
We can't hear
Oh,
you, Ash.
oh, does that say 75 on it?
Can't hear you, Ash.
Can I unmute her? No, I can't unmute her. There we go.
The only flag I knew I was on mute. But it's the only flag that we have because I can't be bothered to make one from her.
Oh, that's not very good. Can't be bothered. Deary me.
Well, I was too busy faffing about trying to do this.
Okay.
Well, this is hard enough as it was.
You've done your rope bracings as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, we haven't done that on ours, have we? Or I haven't. Amber and I haven't done it on ours.
I think yours is probably strong enough not to, Mark.
Yeah, it's certainly not going anywhere.
No.
I've done mine for extra support because
Excellent.
I don't. My knots aren't that good.
Okay, let's put some. Ben and Isaac. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Have you guys taken part? Done any pioneering?
No,
No. Oh,
I was monitoring the chat.
okay. Good job. Thank you very much for that. Awesome. Oh, Ben's on the move.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's looking professional. Wow. Nice.
Oh, right.
Have a look on the chat then, or on the.
Is she coming through?
Oh, some good photos coming through, guys. Well done. First time I've seen any of your photos, so I'm just scrolling through them now. Brilliant.
Can I just remind everybody in the chat that this isn't a chat for gaming, and that Isaac has continuously told you all, or asked you politely to stop. Just want to get that out there.
No, definitely. Cool. The Curtises have finished, they say. Well done. Looks as though lots of other people have as well. So, top job, guys. Well done. I mean, like we've said before, if you just mess around on this, then, well, that's fine. But you're not going to learn anything, are you? And it's all about learning stuff and having a bit of fun as well. So, I mean, if you're just going to mess around during these opportunities that we give you, then it's your loss, really. There we go. Fab. Oh, I see. I've just seen your message, Ben. Whoops, we've run out of rope.
Yeah, well done to everybody that took part, even if you haven't finished yet.
Yep. Yep. Doesn't matter if you haven't finished. Just keep going. Doesn't matter about speed. It's more about quality. Oh, wow. Just had quite a large flagpole come up on the screen on WhatsApp. That's good.
It looks like 99% of people have actually, instead of printed the flag off, they've actually made their own.
That's good. Really good. I mean, it's only because obviously I'm one of the leaders. It's been a bit. I had to do it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But Amber hadn't done one. Amber's half dead in the corner at the moment. She didn't get much sleep last night.
She never does on camp. That's tradition, no. Amber.
Oh, who's that meowing in the background?
It's my cat.
Ah.
He escaped earlier.
Oh, no. Oh, well done, Jamie. Yep. You can see you've done your own flag. Fantastic. Right. What's your hand? So I'm going to try and get some pictures together and share them on the screen for everybody to see. Okay. Yesterday, we promised that we would show some of your badges that you've created for last week's challenge. So I'm going to show you those now. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, I'm so gutted. This would have been a great camp. It's lovely and warm outside.
Oh, well, it is a camp. What are you talking about?
I mean, if it was a camp, a normal camp.
A normal one, yeah, I know. Yep, I know. We will do again one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of our one of the suggestions that came in for one of the badges.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like
so that's
it.
The first one. Yeah. Then we've got that one. Oh, it's on its side. Let's see if I can turn it around. There we go. Fantastic.
That's another good one.
It's got like the Wi-Fi logo at the bottom there. That's good. Then we've got like a normal campsite, but all pixelated. So that's good. I like that. Awesome. I like the colours in that one. They're nice. Okay, we've got a diamond-shaped one there. This is a good one. Broadstone Virtual Troop 2020.
That's good.
Another one, Virtual Troop. Broadstone Virtual Scout Troop 2020. That's good. Look at that. I like the rainbow in the background on that one. That's really good. Okay, another rainbow one, Virtual Troop, nice.
That's
awesome. Another similar one. Fab. Oh, that one's about to fall off the table. Good though.
I
like that one. Like the virtual goggles in the middle. I was a bit confused about this bit at the top there, though. Can anybody tell me what that bit could mean? Are those little dots coming out the top of the logo? I didn't understand that bit. But maybe the creator could tell us. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like that a lot. Broadstone Virtual Troop. Scouts Stay Connected 2020.
Oh, that's good.
And another one. Rainbows all the way around. Broadstone Virtual Troop 2020.
This is going to be hard to choose, isn't it?
It's going to be very hard to choose. Yeah. Okay. And we've got that one there.
I like that.
See, yeah, we've come to the end of those. Cool. Well done, guys. Yeah, and don't forget, you've still got until tomorrow night if you want to submit one. I agree, Ash.
Which one was that?
Well, we can have a bit of a discussion afterwards, Isaac.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Right, we are coming up to 12 o'clock. So, what I'm going to do is just prepare for our closing ceremony. And,
Ash, we can't hear you when you're muted, you know. We still can't hear you saying I know. Just about read your lips.
I've just noticed a message he sent me at 9:55 this morning, Rich. Oh dear.
You're as bad as me.
I
I
know.
don't. Sometimes it's days before I see people's messages. I have to turn my social media off when I go to bed now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My phone's always muted when I go to bed. Was that your dad, Isaac?
Unfortunately, yes.
I can't see. Is that like little Isaac in the picture behind his head?
Yeah, I think that's all. That's all the Isaac children.
Oh yeah. Children. Oh, you can see which one's Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, Ash is back. Hey, Ash.
Hello, I have had to move.
Was you cooking out there, Ash?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was cold out there.
Cold?
Yeah, so I put a jacket on.
Oh.
It's boiling out there.
We might be able to see your head this time, Mark. Oh, you're doing the little one. Oh, you're doing the little one. Okay.
I could just see his lower half.
We can't see your flag now. There you go. You should lay down on the grass next to it. We had to see you and the flag then. That's it. There we go. We can see you now.
Much better. Excellent. Oh, this is glorious sunshine. I'm loving this sunshine today. Absolutely. Okay. Well, it's just coming up 12 o'clock, everybody. So we're coming to the end of our camp. I've really enjoyed this camp. I thought it went really well. I hope you guys did too. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Okay, that's all right then. Just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so I think it went really, really well. Let me plonk that there so that I can do it in a second. Yeah, hope you all had fun. Hope you all got a little bit of sleep at least last night. I hope you enjoyed the campfire songs last night, and also me making an idiot of myself in front of the camera this morning. But yeah, so like we said before, anybody who's taken part in this will have earned another Nights Away badge. So we will add that onto your OSM records. And if you've reached the threshold for one of the actual badges, we'll make sure we get the badge to you so that you can sew it onto your uniforms. So if you have, so well done, guys. Just please make sure that your parents have signed you up to the event on the parent portal in OSM, because that is what I will be using for the record of who's taken part, and therefore how many badges I need to assign to you. All right. Again, don't forget you've got until tomorrow night to get your badge ideas to us for the virtual troop nights badge, and then once leaders have discussed it and decided on a design, we'll get them made up, and you can each have one. But like as we always do, we'll announce that next week. So, leaders, is there anything else that I need to say or discuss?
Not that I can think of, other than well done to everyone that took part.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, everybody. Okay.
And also thank you to Mark and Rich for organising it all.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Ah. It's Mark, really.
We can't we can't do it without the whole team behind us. So well done, guys. It does make a difference. So thank you for joining us every time we do this kind of thing. It really does help. We just need to keep scouting going, really. So if we can do as much as we can at home while we're in lockdown and while Scouts isn't on properly, all the better.
Yeah.
Okay. A major thanks actually needs to go out to Kim or Jill, our GSL, for yesterday as well, for doing the campfire stuff.
And Ash's mom.
Yep, and Ash's mom. Okay, right. I think it's about time to.
1 minute past.
1 minute past, is it? Oh, fantastic. Okay, it's about right. Okay. So again, thank you very, very much, guys, for joining us this weekend. And it's time for flag. So, future alert. Lower our new flag. Amber's at the background trying to tell me to salute. We don't salute when we put the flag down.
Yeah.
Okay. Troopadies. Okay. Like I said, guys, we'll let you know in the week about next week's troop night on Friday night. And we'll also let you know about the badges that you guys have designed. So keep a lookout for those. Also, don't forget, subscribe to our channel. So then you'll get all the alerts and everything that comes in when we create new content. Okay. Like all the videos if you can. That helps as well. If you want to, share our channel with anybody else you think might be interested. All right. We're always keen to get more people involved. So, yeah, share it around if you can. Okay. Troop alert. Troop. Sorry, no. Camp alert. Okay. Dismissed. Okay. See you later, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.